Lumezi district, located in the eastern province of Zambia, has long been a predominantly rural area, with many of its residents relying on agriculture and small-scale trading for their livelihoods. The district has geographical features of valley and plateau, offering a unique blend of landscape. For years, Lumezi has faced significant challenges in accessing basic services due to poor infrastructure, limited healthcare, and inadequate educational facilities. However, with the enhancement of the Constituency Development Fund CDF, Lumezi is now witnessing significant improvements in various sectors, transforming the lives of its residents and setting the district on a path towards sustainable development.
Lumezi is one constituency, which is Lumezi constituency, and the one district, which is the Lumezi district. And this district, it is sitting between the Kasungu National Park and the Luxus National Park. And you find that its geographical position, it has been divided into two, whereby we have the plateau and we have the valley. So if you look at the size of Lumezi and the vastness of the district itself, you find that this district, we have to pass through the valley to go, in fact, through the park to go to the valley. Then those from the valley, they have to pass through the park again to come to the plateau and connect to the rest of the country. So let me say that since 2022, when CDF was increased from 1.6 to 25.7, we've started seeing development in Lumezi.
The budget amount which we budgeted for 2024, we've so far received 17,546,000, which represents 58% of our total budget. So far from the 17 million, we've spent 10 million.1 to community projects, and we've also spent 2.7 million under secondary boarding schools and skills bursaries. Then we went further also to spend on the grants and women, youth and women empowerment, of which so far we've spent 555, of which we are also yet to spend about 1.5 for those who applied for those who wants to procure like hammer mills and also animals. I think so far that's what we've spent under 2024 CDF.
Before the introduction of the CDF, the people of Lumezi had to travel long distances to reach the nearest health center, posing a serious risk to vulnerable groups, particularly women, children, and the elderly persons. But now, the district has been able to invest in the construction of new health facilities as well as the upgrading of existing ones.
With the coming of the enhanced or increased CDF, we have seen a surge in terms of infrastructure development. We have seen a number of health posts being constructed. We have seen mothers' shelters, maternity annexes, including staff houses being constructed in the district. And this has really made us happy as a district. And having seen where we're coming from and seeing this development now, it makes all of us happy.
One major success story is the construction of a mother's shelter in Chitungulu area, 130 kilometers away from Lumezi Boma. The construction of this facility has dramatically improved health outcomes with a noticeable decline in child mortality rates and increased access to antenatal care.
Tuletera project wa CDF wa Boma nikuthokoza kuti tizakhaleko makola sazimai tizaphikengeko paweme tizagonenge paweme potenja vana ku maternity chokondweresha chomene pa chitukuko ichi pachipitirire kuti chimale tizakhalengemo sokondwera.
Our mothers used to squat in that like a small room of which was not conducive for our expectant mothers. So mainly we had the challenges of mothers not coming to work from here, of which has caused a lot of home deliveries. And looking at our area here, there are a lot of animals, of which mothers and those who come bedsiders can't move at night. So we are really thankful to the government for constructing the mother shelter here. Our mothers will be able to stay here for as long as they can, for them to deliver safely from the facility.
So with the construction of that mother's shelter, we will see that women will be able to wait from, as close to where they are, okay, and be able to be taken care of from there. Okay, so we have had cases again in the past, particularly from Chitungulu, where we have recorded a number of maternal deaths, particularly those who have undergone a cesarean section before. Okay, we want them to be at the health facility until the time that they deliver. Okay, so without that facility at that rural health center, we have seen challenges where they were waiting from home, okay, until they go into labor, and we have lost a number of women from there because of not having such a facility in the valley.
Despite this progress, women in Chitungulu are still in desperate need of a maternity annex.
So tipempha kosituma kuboma kuti maternity ward batimangire kwa inangu nying'ono. Karumu nikamozi ngati kwa wambiri opapa marumu ya machepa. So tipempha boma kuti wateonjezereko ku maternity ward kuti marumu akhale kwa yambiri.
But there is good news for the people of this other area. A new maternity annex has been built.
Tikaenderanga mchipatala mula uku matenda uku maternity. Kulwala yula ntumbo yauka. Mbona alipala naso wewe olindiza tiligone tukumbeka. So na dabwa lero wiza mwana na utama nilipano zaninge na dabwa chipatala chakulirako so na viongo chomene. Posono ndise osangala pogona no po kuti ma patient na pogona bali free.
Like many rural areas, Lumezi's educational system had suffered from years of neglect. Schools were overcrowded with pupils learning while sitting on the floor. The far-flung areas were the worst hit, particularly the valley. Thanks to CDF, the education sector in Lumezi has seen remarkable improvements. New classrooms have been built in rural areas to ensure that more children can attend school closer to home.
Classroom blocks have been put up, and the putting up of these classroom blocks have also increased learner enrollment, because some time back we used to have limited classroom space, but for now classroom space has been increased, which has also even increased the teacher-learner contact because of having enough classroom blocks through infrastructure done by CDF. They have also put up ablution blocks in some schools. Very soon they will be starting ablution block at Lumezi Day, which will be a waterborne, putting up waterborne toilets. So I can say CDF is doing a lot in the Lumezi district in the Ministry of Education.
Kawawola Primary is one among the schools where pupils had abandoned classes due to poor infrastructure coupled with lack of desks. But now, a new classroom block is under construction.
The school started in 2012 as a community school, but the government adopted it last year in 2023. So, as I came here in 2023, late October, there were no learners because there were no teachers, government teachers. So 2024. So we started from ECE up to grade 3. So we have 4 classes here from ECE to grade 3. Thanks to the government because we have started receiving the desks. So we are just waiting for this classroom block to finish so that at least learners will be sitting on the desks. All learners will be sitting on the desks.
The impact of these educational reforms has been felt in the district with high enrollment rates, better school attendance and improved academic performance among pupils. For instance, in Chivande Ward, a 1x3 block furnished with desks has also been constructed and handed over to the community.
CDF yachita vambiri kuno. Tilina maschools like amenemuona hapa, that is Milulu Primary School. It has been completed under CDF. Then kuli ma school like Chasela Day Secondary School, kuli 1x3 classroom block. Naena ni CDF is underway. Very soon it will be completed. Desks under CDF. Per first inalandira almost 73 desks. Second inabwe yalandira almost 47. Then inabwe yalandira 40 almost 45 desks. So pamoja yonse total number iliko almost close to 200. So ma classes yonse mwamene monera yonse alifu packed na madesk under CDF.
Koti mweboma pakutuletera ko sukulu likulu koti zikomo mwagwirire ntchito bana bali mukuvutikira bamukupunzira pakwamba pansi panzeve pachimusakasa pechezani pakayayi abatuletera ko nini nomba mpa mwatuganizira kone sukulu likulu awe nkoti zikomo mweboma mupitirizie chitukuko nchi.
The CDF has also been used to provide bursaries to pupils in various schools, reducing the financial burden on families.
We have 151 learners sponsored through CDF funds, which we feel if this was not there, then these learners would have been in the village. But the coming up with this bursary under the section of CDF, I think it's good. It's encouraging learners to get back to school. As we are all aware, our current government wants all learners to receive quality education.
On the part of school, we have less pressure now to collect user fees because in the past it was something else. Meaning that we are able to execute a number of programs that the school has planned for in a given term because we are assured that resources are definitely coming. Then on the part of learners, we have seen a significant improvement in terms of pupils accessing boarding spaces. And of late we have seen parents trying to push their learners from day schools to come into boarding schools because they know that for sure they have someone who is going to take care of the expenses for their learners in the boarding setup. Further, reporting in terms of people reporting, the reporting by Sunday, like this term on Sunday, we had over 200 out of the total that we have in school, 671. By Sunday we had over 200 and lessons started on Monday, meaning that even reporting learners are able to report at the right time for their termly lessons.
Rejoice Banda, a grade 12 pupil at Lumezi Secondary School, is one of the many beneficiaries of the CDF loan and bursaries program.
And since from the beginning it was very difficult for my parents to be able to provide for all of us to come for school. But since CDF came in and helped, it has really helped me to come, like for coming to school, it has helped because I used to come late because of financial problems. The money was never enough for them to buy for me everything and pay for my school fees. But it has helped since CDF has been paying for me and I've been reporting early for school. And it has really helped in paying for it, because if it wasn't for them, no one knows what could have happened.
I'm coming from a very poor family. I've been grown up by both of my parents, but one of my parents deceased way back when I was young, almost at the age of 15 years. But my mother managed to keep me until to date. I'm still living with her, but still face a lot of challenges. Before I was being sponsored by the CDF, I used to face a lot of challenges. One, coming late, reporting very late to school. But when I passed my grade 9 exam, in grade 10, the CDF people took me to be sponsoring me. So I was very much proud that
Lumezi can be called a Cinderella district because the larger part of its area lies in the valley. The poor state of roads and lack of reliable transportation in this area has made it difficult for farmers to get their produce to the market. However, the enhanced CDF has played a pivotal role in addressing these infrastructural challenges. With improvements to the road network, particularly in Mwanya area, it will ease transportation of goods and services to the market.
Tukotasha CDF pakutu tera kutumpia kuti tuambe chitukuko kuno kwa Mwanya business tukotasha sana komacho tukopula kove chikuluma ningi lodi nji mufuira mpitirize paka ikafike kwani mutala kwe ati nafwe eko twali makambe ukali konse tuleshitishako pantumbe zinje tulavirwa kulima mlandu wako ati musewo twali chitamaningi musewo bali tufyenga mlandu wa musewo kutakwa abankunwali. So please mbia wambika musewo wipelela pakati kanzira yayi ufike pakave kwani kutala kwa kavinga kuti na folo tukoima pana kuti twamkoda tunechimwera tukopita mwawama ola ulimbi twaya tukasitisheko kuboma vyo twali mankunwali nishituko mkwenda vyo wino na business tuko mkwenda wino kuno kwani kwa Mwanya pan transport wanu mlandu wa chimseota wawa wino ubama motoka bala tudulisha sana pako tukafike kulunda kuboma ola Lumezi kuboma ni 400.
In addition to road infrastructure, the CDF has supported the installation of water kiosks, providing clean and safe drinking water to communities that previously had to rely on unsafe water sources. The enhanced CDF has not only improved infrastructure and services, but has also contributed to economic empowerment. The funds have been used to support small and medium enterprises, SMEs, through grants and loans. Dixon Neva is a local entrepreneur who has benefited from this initiative. He runs a restaurant.
2021, National decided to lake and shito the number business. That's how I applied the Lumezi CDF. And by the favor of God, Komasona, kwa mtima kwa watu anantendizira not until na bolo zika kuti nanghala umozi wa watu amene anachitako benefit anandipasa 130,000 kwacha. That's how I started my business. For now, ningakambe kuti business yenda bwino chifukwa cha number 1 allocation ni mbali mwa tamaki kapanizira mulira because I have my own thing to do. Icho ni cha number 1 ni yamikile chifukwa ndine bwana pani. And then number 2, family yangu intendizira kupeleka bana ku school.
This business has not only empowered him, but also created employment opportunities for the youth.
Natenga ndrama ya ntandizirako kuti 9 ninkaleko bwana nintandizireko bantu bena kuchifika mwambene nakabira kuti neze igo. I think chiri pa mtima panga nikutandizira manzanga amene nona kuti siwashita bwana. So pano vane nikamba niliko na vasikana vaviri mayuth amene ni vantchito vanga.
The CDF has also supported the establishment of local cooperatives. These cooperatives have become important in driving the district's development agenda. In spite of the endemic human-animal conflict affecting agricultural production in the valley area of Mwanya, Takondwela Women's Club has gone into gardening with support from CDF.
Ino taiswa na mayo Takondwela kilabu twashira apply ku council CF bali chatu twasuka ne kutupera 11 pin. Era batupera 11 pin twalisa order minani saladi fyonse twatukoda ifyo twaisa nafyo twasitisha chatikupoa nafwe ntwera nombo tuleshita shani paishimpia ele twabulye shirampia futi twashitapo nani impeu ya kulepu twafese tu packet tuli 8 ele twafese tu packet tuli 8 kitu nani kila nani garden itwalima kuti tulesanga mutu mpia soro tulesanga mpia muri garden cho tulaboneka tulavutika sana pakwamba kuitirira mulandu wako yati mabaketi tulavutika sana fwe bana maye pakuitirira
netotera kuli ba president wesu ebale tushita bale tupera bali enge CDF yesu bale tupera bale tubikira mu ndalama betasha sana ndalama nzi siko tutandiza fwewo ero uline vuto mwana we skulu ero walwalika tula kongweja nako mwampera ero ni 500 endereniko mwaza kutuwezesha kwa paso paka ngula muntu waishesha ni kuyo chipatala waya paka awira ero ni ku skulu kulele ni free education mpaka wali watu wakulia ntula ninzo jali tuchingia nkono ngajaingira kona ula ero tazirire bati molu veka ikabikuya nkutia kavindia kuya mkona ula impana lero ngamaka sana zaziringire jali tomato jali chiwawa jali nema eggplant mlea muna nepepe pali ma eggplant onsena pali mjima pali ma eggplant atiso akulu onse kulia.
Similarly, the Kamwasulu Fish Farmers Group received 200,000 kwacha for fish production in the district.
Natenga Kongole 200,000 CDF. Pamene wanatipasa hapa takwanisa kumba kwa fish ponds ya bili nafaka posomba pali pondi mozi 2,000 pajapina ngufuti 2,000. So nafaka pa fingerings yokwa na 4,000 yonse. Wanatipasa indrama mu Oktoba tunafaka pa fingerings mu December. Kuchoka mu December kufika mu May to June tashitako first cropping ya first ya meti napeleka ku show tunagwira nsomba zokwa na 623 sabeti napeleka ku show. Izo nsomba zonse tapeleka ku show tunakwanisa kugulisa tunapeza ndrama 1,800.
Lumezi Town Council has also responded positively to President Hakainde Hichilema's directive to use part of the CDF for the construction of Chief's palaces. And Chief Mwasimpangwe's palace is the first to be constructed.
Project that is being done among the Chief's palaces that are supposed to be done in Lumezi Constituency, Lumezi District. And this follows the presidential directive that the palaces are supposed to be constructed for the chiefs. This is a package that has the retainers houses. We have 2 of them. They are at the opulent level. It also includes a conference building.
Mafumu watu lomba ndiye kuti bazamba olemekezeka tiyamikira boma pazomwe yachita upyera mwa CDF kuti wapereke chitukuko ngati ichi mafumu wasalemekezeka lomba tano tulemu wa mafumu wapezeka So paichi tiyamikira kwakukulu kuti boma ifunika kuti ipitirize ndithu kuchita saizi imeneyi. Mafumu na boma basebenzere pamodzi. Ifeso ta vanthu ndife oyamikira kwakukulu pa zomwe zachitika kuti ba CDF wagwapo kuthandiza mafumu kuti walinde chitukuko ngati ichi.
Lumezi, once a forgotten corner of the Eastern Province, is now emerging as a model of rural development, a testament to what can be achieved when resources are used strategically and for the benefit of the people.